Hello everyone, this is the teaser video for this coming Sunday, March 10th. The passage for this week is 2 Kings chapter 4 verses 1 through 7. 2 Kings chapter 4 verses 1 through 7. And I'm really interested as you read this passage, to see what you think or what you get as the main point of this passage. Why is what's happening that to this individual, to the woman whose husband who died, the collector is coming to collect his debt and claim the boys as slaves. And first, is that very common in this time frame? Is this something out of the ordinary of what would happen if this happened in that time frame? But this is where the woman goes to Elisha. And I want you to, as you think about this, think about how would this portray in today's world? Should we be following the example of Elisha and how he handled this situation? What is taught? I have my title of the passage as a sermon as limitations. It seems that we always have, when they come up with excuses, we always have some type of limitations. Some are limitations we can overcome. Some are limitations we can't overcome. And so how do we address limitations? So here there are some limits or limitations in this passage. How are they addressed? How are they overcome to succeed, to help this woman out? I think this is, again, it's not a hard passage to understand, to get the story what happened, but to see how the situation is addressed by a prophet, in this case Elisha. What is required of the widow and her sons, what is required from everyone else mentioned in the passage. And again, can you think of any limitations here? This is a nice passage. It really helps on maybe how we approach when somebody's crying out for help or someone's crying out for assistance, because that's what's happening here. The widow is crying out to Elisha for assistance or help, and she says some limitations, and Elisha doesn't see limitations, and Elisha, and are these limitations or are they lack of faith? In our own world, or our own life, do we have limitations? Do we have lack of faith? Is lack of faith a limitation? Are there other limitations that aren't something like lack of faith? A lot of things to think about. That's what I want you to think about as you look at this passage. We'll talk about it in my Sunday school class. So please read this. Be prepared. Be prepared with your thoughts and what God laid on your heart as you read this passage. And we'll have a good discussion. Until then, everyone, take care and be safe.